Hello everyone, Artsy Tashan here. This week, instead of going off of wheels for themes and typings, I actually decided to create a monster in honor of Valentine's Day. Let's get into it. Starting off with this round little bird, I decided to inspire the set of monsters off of the concept of lovebirds, taken literally, and also owl. Its body is mostly circular and has a very heart-shaped face. Even at a young age, this little bird, inspired by affection, is incredibly friendly. The gemstone in its chest can store energy as it feeds on love and friendship directed toward it. This energy keeps this little bird alive and even allows it to use psychic abilities to enact the equivalent of the Charm Person spell in Dungeons & Dragons. This little bird is able to calm its friends and opponents, which allows it to avoid trouble in most situations. It is not built for flying, so it tends to stay close to the trees, using its wings to jump between them. This peaceful little owl will cling to a monster if it finds to be its friend, and will live off of the energy and emotion directed towards it. The higher friendship with this monster, the stronger it becomes, and the closer it will cling. This little bird is rather quick to leave the nest, however, and find its way in the world. Full of innocence and love, it moves on and will ascend to its next stage after taking in enough love and friendship from other creatures. I do love this tiny little owl. It is adorable, and I feel that it really sets the tone for the whole set. At this second stage, it is a stronger and more capable flyer, and has a stronger sense of self. This bird, carrying the same heart theme, tends to stick close to its friends and taking in the energy it needs to survive. This monster is more attuned to the thoughts and feelings of those around it. It will calm creatures who seem stressed and cheer up those who are sad, and even use its abilities to protect its friends. At this stage, the monster tends to be a little jealous and dangerous. This monster, while being attuned to the feelings of those around it, can sense when attention has begun to wander. This monster can be a little bit of a brat, as it feeds on love and friendship, and it will begin to panic when it feels attention and love moving away from it. This jealousy can manifest as nagging or being a general pest to its friends. When it is feeling well loved, it will be a fierce friend and a formidable companion. This monster only grows more powerful with the stronger friendship, and both in its psychic abilities and its general energy levels. Like me when I have caffeine. When this monster does feel the friendship fading, it will leave of its own volition. Most commonly, this bird chooses not to chase and will avoid going where it is unwanted. Nonetheless, this strong-willed bird will ascend to its final stage upon storing enough energy and gaining more physical strength as well. I do like this second stage, however it's not my favorite of the three. It is a strong middle stage for the set, albeit a little bit simple. Moving on to the final stage. Before getting into the lore, I did want to talk a little bit about my thought process for this final stage. I struggled a lot with trying to outline a solid silhouette for this final owl-inspired monster. I was struggling so much, in fact, that I asked my brother for advice on it, and he told me that I should take inspiration from Stolas from Hell of a Boss. That actually did help a lot when I was working on this ascended stage, and spoiler alert, I am very happy with how this one turned out, from the pose to the expression to the drama. Now onto the lore we're all here for. This bird, with a larger body and strong legs, cannot fly very well. Instead, this bird will use its legs mostly for running and jumping, but it still seeks the thrill of flying. At this stage, this monster has developed small talons at the joint of its wings, which it primarily uses for grabbing and climbing. It is not a strong flyer as it is too heavy to get off the ground with flapping alone. Instead, it will use its strong legs for a running start and even taking a leap into the air to soar. While it can get off the ground at this stage, it will sometimes climb tall trees or constructs to leap off for downhill gliding. At this stage, this monster also does not rely upon the love and friendship of others so much as it has reached the age to begin looking for a mate. Both the males and females will seek out mates, courting for months with dancing, gifts, and food before joining for life. A mated pair of these monsters would be virtually unstoppable with their combined strength, intelligence, and psychic ability. A mated pair will sustain one another's need for the energy they need to survive, and seek out food to eat. The fastest way to this monster's heart is definitely through food, as they have a higher caloric requirement from running, climbing, and other activities. As these birds join for life, once mated, a pair will never be separated. They hunt together, build a nest with one another, and raise a young one until it chooses to leave as well. When these monsters aren't climbing trees or raising young, they will travel alongside one another and defend each other fiercely from other creatures, even if they aren't a threat. This makes them considered more dangerous, as these birds prefer to live in solidarity together. With their sharp wings, strong legs, and sharper talons, they can be a devastating foe, especially when it's two fighting as one. While these birds are primarily physical fighters, they do so have powerful psychic abilities to instill fear into their enemies, calming their friends, and even being able to conjure terrifying hallucinations if they grow angry enough. Needless to say, this stage is not one to be messed with. When this monster is found alone, it is much easier to bond with and make friends. On occasion, this monster might abandon the search for a mate and instead follow its friend if the bond is strong enough. I absolutely love this final stage. It feels very dramatic, and I absolutely love that about it. Overall, I am very happy with the set of monsters. I love the jewel tones, the theme, and their cute little faces. I hope you like them as much as I do, and let me know down in the comments what you want to see from me next. That's it for today. Bye for now.